everybody, and welcome to the Dumpstat. My name is Christian Teatro, your dungeon master for the evening. So, tonight, we don't have Taylor Morgan, Taylor Fritz, Elizabeth Taylor, Taylor Lautner,
Taylor Swift.
and that's okay, because I have contingency plans. But first, let's do a little recap. Last session, you all finally managed to track down Franklin's lab through a series of weird events, including pointing a gun at a shop, locating the sad will of a dead woman, and fighting a skin flap. In the process, you pissed off your friend Grim, who went home. You found a laser that made dead bodies come to life as zombies, and then also made those zombies die again. Mercy, you gladly experimented with this, which resulted in you directly meeting the one above all. The group ended up confronting Franklin on the roof in a thunderstorm and learned that the corrupting force was called the one between all, which is the red fox image that we have been seeing. Mose, you gained the ability to use Lay on Hands, which can cure the poisoned condition. You got that from the one below all. David charged up the big laser with his shocking grasp. Mercy used her druid craft to help track the weather. And I thought Taylor, he was going to use his bardic inspiration. I had it set as a DC 14 Constitution save. I had all the people written down. I was going to figure out who lived and who died. And then he took drugs, and he used a drug called Mister's Noose. And when you have Mister's Noose, you roll a d20, and you get something called a portent roll, being from a wizard subclass. And essentially, you can at any point before the next long rest change any roll to be what you rolled. And since this was affecting all of Valborough, that portent roll of 15 that he rolled affected the entire city, effectively saving everybody who didn't die from physical wounds. Dope. Insane. The side effect of Mister's Noose is immediately after you use the portent roll, you do take a d10 of damage. Oh, and the machine exploded and you all went unconscious. And that's where we are now.
Real quick, before we get started, Mercy also took drugs, and I forget what the effect of that drug was.
Next time you roll a nat 1, it's going to be a nat 20. You've got Fate's glory hole.
Okay. Yeah, I knew it was something weird.
Everybody enjoy your inspiration for defeating Frank and Steen. You guys all get inspiration for this episode. Keep in mind, if you do not use your inspiration by the end of the episode, you need to give an inspirational speech. I have 3 times the chances.
We're just gonna re-roll right on the first thing.
Literally. Today.
I feel like this is not the session that is going to go well for us in this particular circumstance.
You all awaken in a hospital. You hear the steady, rhythmic beeping of machinery nearby. And David, you recognize that this is the hospital that you were in when you went to try and get your zombie wound cured.
Oh, damn it. These people are so unhelpful.
You're all in a shared room. Taylor is not with you. So the 3 of you are in a room right now. And you do see the same visible doctor who was dealing with you before. Oh, hey, good. You guys are awake. It's been a little while. You guys have been asleep for 3 days. How are you feeling?
Oh,
bad. Think more morphine, please.
Honestly, the hospital's pretty fully staffed right now. That's why I have the 3 of you all sharing a room. It's crazy. We've already gone through our supply of morphine. There's people out there who had horrible bite wounds, missing arms. I saw one guy who was turned into a box person. You guys all seem pretty good, though. You seem like, I don't know, you're just unconscious, but you don't even have wounds or anything.
Yeah. What do you think happened?
Do you mean with the attacks on the city and stuff?
I told you I was turning into a zombie and you thought I was crazy, and then now there are people in the town with bite marks and everything on them, like, what a zombie does.
No, so what happened was up at Camp Lake, there was some sort of drug epidemic that gave people some sort of rabies-like conditions through bath salts, and then everybody got kind of crazy seems like it ran through their system really quick. Everybody had this weird mass hallucination all at the same time as well, that some of the people that they're friends and family with were these hideous, monstrous creatures. Like, I was just sitting at home and I was watching a commercial for Bed Bath Beyond and more, and all of a sudden the owner, Carl Longtooth, started looking like this really disgusting, ugly Sasquatch-like
Zombie?
creature.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's just how Carl Longtooth looks. That's rude, honestly. Your bedside manner needs work, sir.
Well, I tell it like it is.
That's not great for a doctor, sir. So what happened to us? Why are we here? How did we get here?
You were found unconscious. One of your friends came looking for you guys when they hadn't heard from you in a little while. Some police officers brought you in. Yeah, you were unconscious, and besides that, you seem perfectly fine. So we gave you some beds in this tiny little room. We just monitored your vitals and waited to see what would happen. Honestly, I thought that this was going to be kind of like a coma for a long time situation. I'm really glad that you all woke up strangely all at the same time.
Again, but who taught you bedside manner? It's like we thought we were going to be vegetables.
You guys are taking up valuable hospital space. You have a visitor. I'm going to say chat with him for a little bit, and then I'm going to need you guys to clear out of this room. I don't think you guys even really have health care. I'm doing this as a favor for the police officers who brought you in. One guy kind of paid out of pocket to keep the room for you as well.
Police officer paid for us to stay here?
No, Taylor paid for us, obviously.
Oh, Taylor, the police officer.
No, some mortician. He's working for the police part-time, he said.
Grim?
Yeah, that's his name.
Oh, good. I thought we pissed him off. Yeah, don't talk about people like that.
Also, I really feel like we're glossing over it. You're just going to send us back out. We just woken up after 3 days coma. And you're just like, great, thank God, get out.
Yeah,
you're not going to run any tests. You don't have listen, I'm going to piss on something. If you put in a cup, that's up to you.
You're absolutely right. Let me give you some cups. You guys can all pee in them. I'll definitely test them. And if anything comes up, I'll give you a call.
I don't believe him.
You shouldn't.
He gives you all these these little cups. They're like super tiny. They're for like cough syrup. He's like, here, fill this up, I guess.
You guess? Okay, I think we should just leave. This guy's not going to help us.
We just woke up after 3 days.
What's your name, by the way?
Norm.
And are you a fully qualified doctor or are you a nurse?
I am 100% a fully qualified doctor.
Do you have a last name, Norm?
Well,
no, Norm is my last name.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Norm.
Dr. Norm.
So what's the first name?
Norman.
Norm?
Yeah.
I don't believe this man has ever been to medical school.
So if I'm sending an email later to the hospital's legal department requesting a Dr. Norman Norm, they will know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, but make sure you include my middle name, Normal.
Norman Normal Norm.
Doctor.
Yeah, please use my correct honorific. Thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna start getting dressed.
I'm gonna send your guest in. Bye. He just walks out. You see that Grim is sitting in the hallway.
Hey, bud.
Yeah, I think maybe we owe you an apology and a thank you.
Well, I just did what any good friend would do. I left. I collected myself. I realized that I was being quite silly, and I came back to help my friends and found you all unconscious on a rooftop with an exploded machine around you. So I painstakingly got you guys inside, out of the rain, called Lieutenant Poop for help, and got you to the hospital, and paid for the entire thing.
Thanks.
Also, I got you guys these. And he holds up 3 candy bars.
Oh my God. I'd take 2 of them.
David, those were to share, actually.
Oh, sorry.
He gives you these chocolate bars. You notice that they're all open already.
Second up, bro. I'll get my own candy bar later. That's fine.
Why? I was just seeing.
Why are they open?
I wanted to win the prize.
But they were for us.
Yeah, yes, the chocolate bar was. If it helps, none of them were winners.
No, that doesn't help. Actually, that would have been nice if they were winners. All right, I'll eat my candy bar.
I'll take my pilfered candy bar from him, and I will also eat a little bit of it. Hopefully, it's not kind of gross.
No, actually, it is insanely delicious. It is such a good chocolate bar. It's got caramel in it, a couple little bits of nut. It's almost like if Toblerone and a caramel bar were mixed together.
Which candy bar is sponsoring us currently?
No, nobody.
In that case, we can just choose one, and then they have to sponsor us, right? That's how that works?
It is called a candy shop bar.
If we keep saying the name of it, eventually they will either sponsor us or issue a cease and desist letter. So,
all right, we'll just call it
Mr. Big.
It's a musketeer bar. We'll go with that.
Oh, gross! I throw it on the floor.
Whoa! At least
I'm kidding. I'm sorry, Graham. I appreciate it, and I surreptitiously throw it on the ground.
Graham kind of like shrugs, and he's like, "Oh, okay." So listen, guys. When I collected your bodies from, it sounds like you died. When I saved you all, I did notice that Frankenstein was dead and his head was exploded. So I've spent the last 3 days reconstructing his head.
Why?
So that we can cast Speak with Dead on him. He needs a face.
I mean, that's good work, Grim.
Yep, it is disgusting work, but it is done. I have reconstructed the face.
Also, I think Mose has a point. Why?
Well, I mean, we want to know what happened. There was some insane arcane equipment that was being used. Zombies all over Valborough. His daughter's face was smashed in up on that roof. How did that happen? We need some answers. And well, part of that is we were hoping, me and Lieutenant Poop, that is, we're hoping we could talk with you guys and get your side of it. And then the other part of it is we can just cast Speak with Dead on the guy and at least ask him 5 questions.
Is Lieutenant Poop a sighted individual?
Oh, you mean, is he part of the obscuring or is he visible? Oh, he is.
Yeah, yes.
He's a GIF. He is a hippo person.
Okay.
Yeah, he definitely a member of
my
the
dad.
obscuring. Yeah, he's the one who's organizing kind of like a subset to. Okay, so there's the CPP, which is the police, the Crossland Provincial Police. Then there's the CDA, which is the Crossland Detective Agency. And all of those are made up of visible people, whether they're fighters or rogues or other such people like that are willing to protect Crossland, and Crossland being the province we live in. Now, Valborough, obviously, we have the visible, and we're what Lieutenant Poop is doing is starting a subsidiary of the CDA called the VOA, which is the Valborough Obscuring Agency. And that's what I'm in. I work part-time for him. So I do my mortician job during the day, and then obviously bodies come up. Some of them are obscured individuals that have died through weird means, and he's having me help him out in that way. We also have a guy named Taylor Fretz. Apparently, he was a really big fan of some sort of tennis player.
Yeah, we're aware of Officer Fretz.
Oh, you've met Fritz. Perfect. Yeah, he's part of the brawn. I'm kind of part of the brains, and we're looking for more members. Actually, that's the third real reason why you should go and meet Lieutenant Poop. There was the Amber Alert. You guys were all promised 500 gold each.
So we have 500 gold now?
When you go and talk to Lieutenant Poop, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
I feel like there's going to be some deductions for property damage at the very least.
Don't admit to anything.
This is my first time.
Actually, surprisingly, there wasn't very much property damage. It seems like there was a lightning bolt that hit the roof, and that was pretty much it. I did not mention that Taylor drove through somebody's house.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
I also didn't mention when Taylor threatened a man with a gun.
He also impersonated Taylor Swift. We could talk a lot about things Taylor's done.
I also didn't mention when Taylor impersonated a police officer. and then a different police officer.
You can't prove that. No one can prove that.
I mean, part of the VOA is proving that sort of stuff. But
I mean, sure, but it's not to take away from what you do. It's very important and stuff. This is CSI are not police officers. Let's be clear about that.
We can make a whole agency of things that Taylor's done.
The TFA, the Taylor Fritz Agency.
I was gonna say Taylor Fiasco Agency.
Ooh, I like it. Don't tell him we said that. We'll keep it a secret. We'll reference.
I feel like that's us. I feel like we're that agency.
We're the TFA now, guys. Don't tell Tim what it means.
I feel like a lot of our job is in fact wrangling Taylor. So this is not a bad group name, guys.
He's our Mr. Toad that we're always trying to like keep out of trouble.
Oh wow, we got a group name. We've known each other since high school. It took this long. Ooh, the TFA. We're gonna forget what that means at some point, and we're just gonna call ourselves the TFA and laugh. Taylor's gonna be confused, and we're not gonna know why we're laughing.
A special agent. It's a special task force agency. That's what it stands for to him. But for us, it's the Taylor Fiasco Agency.
Yep. Anyway, Lieutenant Poop is going to be coming over to my house/mortuary later today. Would you guys like to come meet him there? You guys could be a part of the Speak with Dead ceremony. Mose, you did really well that first time.
Can we like collect that and then go head out? We got to pick up some like shopping and then we'll come back and do the head thing.
Lieutenant Poop is kind of intense.
Okay.
It seems like we're probably gonna have to do the weird thing with the head first,
Like,
and then go shopping. I'm all about going shopping. It doesn't seem like they're gonna give us the loot until we.
I'm so sick of getting injured. I just want to get like a potion or something. But I have healing touch now. I feel the magic coursing through me. I feel like I can maybe heal myself now. But if that's the case, then okay, we'll just do the head thing first.
I just don't think we could stop an entire like detective agency just so we could go to like Walmart. I don't think
I have no
give us
money.
that leeway.
I need that money. Listen. My parents are expecting me to pay rent. I mean, they're real generous and kind, but they are.
Like, as I look at it, I don't think we have to partake in the head ceremony. We do have to go to the location to get the money, but you could go from there. You will miss the speaking with the head thing.
The head ceremony actually seems pretty metal.
I really don't think we should be calling it the head ceremony.
I think you started that, actually.
I may have.
Head club?
I'm realizing, no, head club's worse. Infinitely worse.
The head circle?
Let's get some head.
I think we should avoid the terminology head. It sounds a bit suggestive.
Cranium.
Sure. The cranium ceremony. It just sounds like a game night. Anyway, you guys don't need to stay for the head ceremony. I guess we'll call it that. If you guys don't want to, but Lieutenant Poop probably does have a couple questions for you.
Okay. Mercy's interested in the head ceremony.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's
you tell him we'll be there for the head.
I will text him that you are all excited for the head.
Thank you.
You guys all hop in the hearse and drive over to Grimm's place so that you can meet Lieutenant Poop, get your paycheck, and maybe participate in the head ceremony. When you're there, you see that Grimm has an unhealthy obsession with these candy bars. He's got just wrappers laying all over his house. He quickly grabs a little broom and sweeps them all up. He's like, oops, sorry, watch your step. They're so good, and I want to win the competition.
Can I do a quick investigation check on these candy bars?
Sure. You don't really need to roll for it.
Okay.
You just read the bar. You see that it says the candy shop on it, and it says Monsieur Musketeer's Candy Shop. And you see that they're holding some sort of competition, something about a silver voucher, so that you can go in and see his magical candy shop.
How do you spell the name of that, by the way?
Candy shop?
No. It was like
MONSISIUR. Is that how you spell Monsieur?
Fuck, do I know?
You live in Canada.
SIEUR.
Monsieur.
MONSIEUR. Musketeer. Okay.
The N and all of the other consonants are silent. It's Monsieur.
Got it.
You read that off the wrapper. It's actually a huge deal because he left quite a number of years ago and he's finally returned to open his shop to the public. A scandal. Anyway, you guys sit down, you have coffee and maybe some more Monsieur Musketeer. Nobody wins a prize. Eventually you hear a large thump at the door. Grim opens the door and you see an extremely tall, broad-shouldered hippo man. He's got 2 large buck teeth that go down over his mouth. I want you to just imagine like Fat Goofy. That's...
Hey, bro.
And now I just want to do a Goofy voice instead.
Well, you've locked yourself into it now.
Wouldn't he be more like Pete?
Wars, hi everybody. Are these the people that you were telling me about that were found up on the roof, unconscious in front of our friend over here? The dead body in your garage?
That ain't my friend.
Oh, hi, nice to meet you all. My name's Lieutenant Poop. What's your names?
Well, I'm Mose.
Oh, nice to meet you, Mose. It's rare I meet a man as big as myself.
I guess I'll go next. I'm David. Put it there. And I grab his hand and I kind of do like a...
He does the bro shake with you and he goes, oh, wow, look at you. You're
look at you, man.
Just a human. What do you mean?
Nothing. We'll find out.
Oh, all right. And who are you, m'lady?
I don't talk to cops, pig, hippo, whatever.
Okay. I put my arm around Mercy's shoulder. You can't talk like that to people. That's not okay.
So interesting.
My name is Sarah Fim.
I don't know how to tell you this, but you are definitely not in the running to become the mayor of Valborough. You think I don't know who Sarah Fim is? Oh, you're so funny. Now
Sarah's
listen.
the fucking mayor?
Well,
oh my god. I'm going to
running for
run against her.
Now listen, I would not be really high up with the police department if I didn't already know who you were, Mercy. This was more of a formality. Now listen, let's all go sit down. I just have to ask you guys a couple questions, and then we can get on with the head ceremony, okay?
Nice.
He goes,
So we are calling it the head ceremony.
Yeah, why wouldn't we call it that? That's the perfect name for what we do.
Ceremony with head.
Yeah. He sits down on Grim's couch. You hear like creaking and cracking as the wood strains against his extremely large body. He kind of sits the way Mose sits, where he tries to take up less room than he normally would, because he's a little self-conscious with how big he is. He reaches down and just grabs one of the Monsieur Musketeer candy shop bars and just starts nibbling on it. And he goes, all right, now, can you tell me in your own words, what happened up on that roof?
So here's what happened. We got up to the roof and Emma is like dead already. She was like tied to the contraption. There was 4 other bodies. And then we kept seeing this red fox constantly. Does that mean anything to you?
No, that's the first I've heard of a red fox. I mean, obviously, fox imagery is very important in Valborough with the black and white foxes of the one above and below all, but I haven't heard about a red fox. Have any of the rest of you experienced any sort of red fox imagery or sightings?
I didn't experience a red fox. I was fucking with the laser, and I might have died a little bit, and met the one above all. He was actually pretty chill. Not as bad as people seem to make him out to be. I don't remember a lot of the details.
Yeah, well, the one above all is pretty chill. He's often been described as that.
Has he?
Yeah. Death is not viewed as anything horrendous. It's obviously sad, but it's not something that we should fear. We believe that when we pass on, the one above all will help lead our souls into eternal bliss, reincarnation. Who knows what exactly, but it's a comforting
I miss the
outside.
outside. I miss the outside. It was way more interesting.
I don't know what that had to do with my initial question, which was red fox imagery. Did any of you experience any of that?
Is that just me? That can't have been just me.
In my state, kind of during the midst of all this, I had an interaction meeting with the one below, where I kind of asked about. We had seen the Red Fox image kind of appear at one point. Taylor and I had gone up to the camp, met a large horde of the zombies. It was terrifying, truly. But on our way back, we just had a small little moment where we saw an image of the Red Fox. I asked the one below about that, and they told me that it was the one between all.
The one between all?
Yes.
Huh.
Almost trying to create an undeath, an unlife, however you want to, whichever lens you want to look at that through.
Ghosts.
You know, what exists outside of life and death?
Do we have any worries about this one between all now that Franklin is dead?
It exists outside of the realms of the one above and the one below. It's hard to say what the goal of all of this was, but I think Frank was just a voice for it at this point. And I don't think this is the last we've seen of whatever happened here.
If it's important, Frank was not one of he was not an obscured. He was a normal dude. Well, I mean, he wasn't normal by any stretch of the imagination, but like he wasn't magical.
He was trying to bring Emma, his daughter, back to life, and he built a machine that was like scientifically. I don't know if there's any other way you could build a machine. He was scientifically, well, I mean, not magically trying to bring her back to life. He was trying to use science, and he was harnessing energy to do that.
Yeah, we collected the bits and pieces of that machine. We found some arcane inscribings on some of the technological components inside of it. Demonic almost, to be completely honest.
It used the power word kill and resurrect dead to be able to transfer between life and death using arcane energy.
Oh, all right. We're going to dismantle that machine and keep it far away from where other hands might be able to abuse it.
Oh yeah, because the police are gonna be good hands for it.
I agree, and that's why the VOA took care of it.
Hey, since
I don't think Giff understands sarcasm.
Oh no, I definitely do. The CPP are not the perfect organization. There is corruption in it. There is in pretty much any organization when you get right down to it. But I'm hoping with the VOA to, at the very least, protect Valborough from arcane instances. And, well, it seems like we're dealing with potentially a big one. All right. Well, I have some checks for you. You go to the bank. They know my checks. They're going to clear them right away. There you go. 500 gold apiece. I really thank you all for everything that you did up there. That sounds like a harrowing experience, meeting literal gods and dying. That being said, I do feel like you guys have some talent in this area. I am rather impressed with your detective work that you were able to exhibit in strenuous circumstances. I'm hoping that maybe, should I ever be short-handed, I might be able to reach out for your assistance, and of course there will be financial compensation and or other types of compensation that you might find desirable, if that's something you'd be interested in.
Are you offering us a consulting position?
It would be more like freelance work, I guess, contractor work, pay as needed per job basis.
What I'm hearing is you need a psychic detective. And I pull up my tarot cards immediately and start, do you need a reading?
Not right now. I will take you up on that in the future, though. That sounds really cool. What I think we need to do now, or at least me and Grim need to do, is go and perform this head ceremony. Who of you would like to come and partake in the head ceremony?
Hey, Grim. Hey, Grim. Do you need an assistant?
Yeah, mine died.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm asking. It's condolences.
Yeah, I could definitely use an assistant. That'd be who would it be?
Me.
Do
you not? I'm. Listen, we're about to turn into it. Clearly, I'm in my goth phase. Like I'm wearing all black at this point. By the way, this is like the perfect gig for me at this point.
You know what, Mercy? I think this is the perfect time for you to get some real life experience with a friend, and maybe look at a different side of like maybe looking at all the dead bodies and bad stuff that happens in the city will give you a change of perspective.
Uh,
I would
I
love
mean,
to make
I'll
you
look
my
at this
assistant.
dead body. Do you have phones that I can answer?
No, Emma is responsible for much of the preparation. It,
Okay.
it pays 300 gold a week.
I will take it.
He shakes your hand. He's like, "Yeah, good to have you on board. All right, so since you're my assistant, it's now mandatory that you take part in the head ceremony. Do you guys want to come?
I mean, we should all go, right?
I think I should at least. Yeah, let's be part of this.
Yeah.
What's
Uh,
what's my cut of the head ceremony?
you get paid weekly. It's not a contract. The Lieutenant Poop's the contract guy. Ask him when he's got work. You guys go to Grimm's garage, and you see laying on the table is Frankenstein's body. His exploded head has been carefully stitched together. You see that his eyes have been pulverized; those do not exist. He has gone a pale color, and he is covered in a white sheet, and he's nude beneath the sheet.
I'd like to shake my pant leg real quick, and my ferret comes out, so it's just like biting on his toe. It's like, get him.
Mercy, I'm gonna have to ask that you please do not allow your stinky ferret to eat the bodies. Your ferret's just
So I pick him up slightly and just like move in front of him and put him behind my back so that we are positioned behind a different part. And he's still not on the toe.
just gonna roll something real quick. He got a nat 20 on stealth to steal the toe. So
Sorry, my ferret stole a toe.
your ferret's eating the toe in your jacket.
Jesus.
Of course it did.
Grim takes the his scalpel that casts Speak with Dead. He stabs the dead body, and you see where Franklin's eyes used to be fills with a green light. You hear a deep gasp come out of his body, just this deadly, ghastly sound, just and Lieutenant Poop goes, well, let's consider this a little bit of a trial run. Who wants to ask a question first?
Man, I don't have any pressing questions myself, honestly.
You we were kind of there. I feel like for us it's pretty buttoned up. No.
I guess let's ask him. Hey, do you have any memory?
Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
We have 5 of these.
Okay,
Maybe
well,
run
I'll
it
talk to you
by
first
us.
then. I'll run it by you. Maybe we should ask him about the one between all that temporarily took over his body. Like, does he have any memory of it? Was there any feelings, or when did it happen?
Yeah, it's if we ask a yes or no question, we're gonna get a yes or no answer. You have to be real specific.
What about did the one between all take over his body previously, or did it happen in that moment? Like, we asked previously.
Well,
What is your relationship to
yes or
the
no?
one between all?
You see Lieutenant Poop and Grim are just standing beside each other with their arms crossed, and they're both nodding as if you guys are speaking amazing things. They're like, yeah, these guys get it. These guys know what's up.
We're trying so hard not to fuck this up.
So I think maybe the first question should be, what was, I think is the important part, your relationship to the one between all? He wasn't one of us. Like he must have had some relationship in order to like get these magical knowledge. So like, maybe that's a good question. Like, where did he get the knowledge in order to do this? We got to think deeper, guys.
I like that starting point.
Which one?
How we learned about like the magical world and like got that knowledge.
Well, remember, he didn't know about the magical knowledge. He when
even in that moment too.
Even in that moment, he was like terrified by the fact that his daughter was a rabbit lady.
let's open with what you were asking, and then we will go from there.
I
What
think
you
we
were
should
asking
frame it.
5 questions.
What is your relationship to the Red Fox? Is probably better. He might not know about the
Yeah.
one between all and one above all.
I was having a similar thought. Cool. Let's do that. Frank Steen, what is your relationship with the Red Fox?
Nice.
At my lowest point, the Red Fox came and promised me that which I wanted most. So I said yes.
At
That
my
was-
lowest point, the Red Fox came and offered me what I wanted most. So he's probably talking about his daughter.
Yeah.
So the Red Fox probably gave him that arcane knowledge. Because we were like,
Yeah.
that's suspicious out of everything that he has.
Yes.
We don't doubt that he couldn't have built that machine. It's the fact that there was arcane magic on it,
Correct.
which supposedly no one else knows or knows how to use, at least. Should we ask how it came to him? Or like in what way? Like where? Did he have to speak something? Did it just appear?
That's interesting.
In what way did the Red Fox come to you? Like, could that be the question?
How
Like, in
did
what
this
manner?
knowledge come to you? How did you come by this knowledge?
Be more specific.
Grim goes, hey guys, there is a time limit on Speak with Dead.
We're fucking going, Grim.
We have
okay.
we have like a
Just,
while though,
just
right?
making
You
sure.
stop talking back. You figure out your question.
All right, I leave my banter with you.
I'll shit talk Grim for you.
Duration is 10 minutes. Just
Only? Really?
Yeah.
That's whack.
Oh, like
Wizards of the Coast fixed
out of
that.
character. Okay.
I need
The
a new
D&D
book.
movie says otherwise.
Yeah.
Did the Red Fox stay with you the entire time?
No.
Did I go next?
Yes. That's not your question.
No,
Don't
that
worry.
was to the group. Swear to God.
Yes, go next.
In what manner did the Red Fox present itself to you?
When my darling daughter perished, tears filled my eyes, sorrow and anger in my heart for not being able to stop what had come to pass. Time seemed to stand still, and there it was.
Okay.
I'm thinking real hard. Where did you go to receive the knowledge from the Red Fox?
I stayed in my lab and allowed his knowledge to flow into mine.
He's kind of like an everywhere, anywhere entity.
More of a spiritual thing.
Lieutenant Poop walks over, puts a hand on your shoulders, and he leans in and says,
Better not ask a stupid question.
"What did he want from you?"
It's a good question.
That is a good question.
I take back some of the things I said about you, Lieutenant Poop.
Lieutenant Poop winks at you. Frank goes, "He wanted the heart of Taylor Morgan or Robert Morgan."
Oh, and we're out of questions. Oh my God, that was probably the good question. What do they want with a fucking heart? God damn it!
Who the fuck's Robert?
His father.
His body
Oh!
slumps back down. You all sit around and talk with Lieutenant Poop for a little bit longer. He mentions that he doesn't have work right now for you guys. He is chasing down a couple rumors relating to a couple missing people. There's a clown that's been reported in the sewers. There's 2 twins that went missing in a forest, leaving a trail of candy wrappers behind them and a single shoe, and a dead teen's body that was found by his girlfriend hanging from a tree by a hook. He says all this kind of like, I don't know if these are things that the regular CPP can take care of, if these things have any arcane-ness to them. We need to do a little bit more investigating, but I'll keep you in the loop if something comes up that's a bit of a magical nature that we can't handle. I'll make sure that you guys get called.
Do you want us to like report to you before we go off doing something or looking into something?
Nope. Contract work?
Oh, so we just go off on our own and tell you what we did, and then you'll pay us for it.
Oh, no. I will tell you when I have a job for you. But if you guys want to go and, explore a seemingly haunted place on your own, well, fine. You just won't get paid for it.
If it turns out that if one of these places is related to a crime that is currently happening, is there a stipend we can get for
Potentially.
reporting such a thing?
Potentially.
Can you repeat the things you just said? You said twins in the woods?
We had a sighting of a clown in a sewer, twins go missing in the woods, and we found a guy hanging from a hook in a tree. Girlfriend was
Are
terrified. She said somebody was scratching the outside of her car. She was just stammering the entire time, just hook hand, car door, hook band. It was weird.
So we got
Whoa,
Hansel
that's
and
the story
Gretel.
I told.
We got it, and we got Hookman.
Yep, but again, these might just be, I don't want to say normal. Hook hand, dark core, Hookman is not normal by any means whatsoever, but it might not be arcane, and that is the big distinction here.
Got it.
All right. We are going to do a 2-month time skip. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Before we do the 2-month time skip, you all are going to go home and talk with your parents. Let's do a quick initiative roll to determine what order we're going in.
I got 17.
I got a 11.
14.
The meeting with Lieutenant Poop gets all wrapped up. He does have to get home. He thanks you all for your time. He gives you all his cell phone number should you need it. Yeah, Mercy, you've got a new job as a mortician's assistant working for Grimm. You go up to your house. Grimm gives you all a ride home, and he drops Mercy off first.
Mercy takes a deep breath to prepare for the absolute shit show that is interacting with her overly enthusiastic family, whom she loves but does not like most of the time. And she takes a quick tarot reading.
The closer you get to 20, the better the reading is.
I got an 18.
Nice. You pull a balance card out.
So she knows that although her feelings towards her family and her general disposition towards them are at odds, they do mean well, and she ought to try and be understanding and forgiving and loving. She doesn't want to, but she is going to go into this interaction with high spirits.
Stormy pops his head out from under your hood.
Stormy, I'm going to need your emotional support here.
He nuzzles his head into your cheek. Gives you a little support.
Okay. And I open the door and walk in and say, I'm home, I guess.
From the front door, you can see the couch. And you see your mom, your dad, and your brother sitting on the couch. They're sitting in silence and they were waiting for you. Your mom stands up really quickly and your dad stands up and holds her hand, and both of them are looking at you with almost admiration. Your brother stands up and walks over towards you really quickly and comes pretty much eye level to you, and he goes, so like, I heard that you stopped me from killing mom and like saved us from dying, and I guess that was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, stopped you from being an absolute dick, which seems to me my lot in life. I mean, it's nothing. Happy to do it, I guess.
I'm glad you didn't die.
Mercy resists the urge to say, "Wish I could say the same." She's trying to be a better person.
Can you roll insight for me?
That's a 20.
You see tears forming in the corners of his eyes, and he pushes you in the shoulder and says, "Oh, you're such a fucking nerd!" And he runs upstairs and slams the door shut.
After which I say, in not a mean tone, but a playful one, I wish you had died.
You hear
And I turn over to her and I'm like, I don't actually mean that.
your dad goes, "Yeah, don't worry, Mercy. We know." Your brother starts loudly playing Linkin Park. Starts blaring it. He pulls out a drum kit and he starts playing the drums too. Yes. Your dad pats the couch beside him, and you come over and you sit in between your mom and your dad. Your mom takes your hand, and your dad puts his hand on your shoulder, and he says, "So, we knew you were in the hospital, kid. We came and visited you every day. I'm glad you got out. What happened?"
There was this whole thing. We stopped everybody from turning into zombies. We potentially battled I don't want to say mediocre, but I'm gonna go ahead and say mediocre god. And me and my friends, scare quotes, friends, saved the city. And I think you should, maybe respect my life choices.
Your dad nods deeply. That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I know.
I'm proud of you, kid.
Oh, you ruined it.
Yep. Anyway, he wipes a little tear out of his eye. He thought that you were gonna die. He's like, anyway, listen, I got some good news. I don't know if you knew this, but I got laid off from a job a couple months ago, and while
Wait,
you were
don't we own the farm? What are you talking about?
it's all gone up. We got bought out, and then they laid us off right after. It hasn't been a good couple months.
Pops. I mean, it's I'm the last person who should judge. I spent the last 5 years of my life trying to be a weather girl using magical abilities that didn't exist. So who am I to judge? But
maybe try that in Valborough. It might work better for you. I don't know. But listen, I
hate it here.
I got my old gig back. Do you remember where I worked when I was a kid?
The
candy factory?
Chicken processing plant?
No, the candy factory. The chicken processing plant was first, but I got fired because I kept trying to eat the chicken. Then I met your mom, and then I became a vegan. And...
I know it's probably better that you eat the candy.
No, the candy shop. The guy, Monsieur Musketeer, he came back. He's offering us all our old jobs back.
That seems pretty good. Are you gonna start switching to growing cocoa?
Yeah, so he's got his big magical plant. It kind of sucks. The hours are bullshit. I live there for a month and then I get a week off. But full benefits for the family, like a decent income, things might finally start looking up for us.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with shift work, Pops.
I should probably start getting prepared. I start work tomorrow.
Wait, do you get free candy?
Yeah, of course.
Because I actually recently myself came into a new job, and turns out my boss is a big fan of the Monsieur Musketeer.
Oh shit! Okay, I'll send you some. Yeah, when I get there, I'll send some home.
Try and find one of those. I don't know if you're the one putting the silver tickets in those things. Try and slide one our way.
No, Monsieur Musketeer puts those in himself. But I'll see what I can do. You never know. And your mom says, Mercy, actually, I was hoping I could talk to you for a second, alone.
Yeah, Mom. I would love that.
Okay, listen. I want to do something crazy. Do you want to do something crazy? Life's short.
Oh my God, the past couple of days, it's been absolutely nutty. I would love to do something crazy. You want to go for like mimosas or something?
I was thinking we could go get tattoos.
Oh my God, Mom. I mean, I love the idea. You can't get a tattoo. What would Dad say?
Don't tell him.
Actually, I wasn't gonna.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. So I'm a dryad. That's not a secret.
I know.
Your dad doesn't know that I'm part of a circle.
Like
Druidic circle. It's a secret little society, druidic stuff, caring about the plants and
like a vegan polycule?
Kind of. It's called the Circle of Stars.
I mean, that's Mercy is like hedging. It's like, I mean, that's cool or whatever.
Well, listen, when we adopted, I didn't think that it would be possible to pass on my magical teachings to anybody, but if anybody would be able to handle them, it would be you. You've more than proven that these last few days. And the first step towards this society is getting a magical tattoo. If that's something you'd be interested in, I'm more than willing to pay for it. I put some money
This
aside
is
for it just in case.
say no more. I'm into it. Honestly, Mom, it's hard to talk to these things about Dad. With Dad, I can't have some tattoos already. I can't really afford anymore, and I would love some more. But
Right. Well,
are you saying that getting this tattoo is going to, further my magical abilities?
in some cases, circle members have been able to transform into animals and other stuff. So yeah.
I mean, that seems pretty cool, I guess. Is there anything
You're
else?
stoked. Don't lie.
I mean,
Don't lie.
I am. I mean, like, is there anything specifically that the Circle of Stars is gonna give me that is gonna be maybe not make me have to shave more often?
There is tellings that some people have turned into sort of like a starry form of themselves.
You mean to get it like turned into a disco ball?
Kind of, yeah.
Sold.
Cool.
Let's go. Let's go.
She
Do it.
she takes you off to the local tattoo shop. When you're there, you see in the window there's a bunch of different tattoo designs. One of them is a blue dragon head, which you recognize from the dead body from the first episode as one of your clues. But she brings you in and you
I
meet
grab the newest tattoo, the closest tattoo artist. Is like, hey, what do you know about that?
like, oh, yeah, it was Tatiana Payne. She got that on her leg, and then she died. Yeah, sad story, really.
Wait. You telling me that like she died after she got this tattoo?
No, it was way
Mom, I think
later.
I think we need a new tattoo parlor.
No, this is way later. It was like completely separate things. Anyway, nice to meet you. My name's Scott. I run this place. I can give you some magical tattoos. You guys stay there for the next couple hours, and he does this really cool magical tattoo on you. You find that the tattoo can move and change shape at will, and you can also move it where you want on your body. Your mom already has a tattoo like this. She has just kept it invisible.
And so I take it that we are keeping this from Pops.
Please keep it from your father.
Got it.
Mose. Grim drops you off in front of the church of the one above all and the one below all. The church is a massive Gothic style cathedral with two huge towers. Directly down the middle of the tower, directly down the middle of the doors, the tower is split between being a brilliant white marble and a very, very dark obsidian black marble. And you see that almost like gargoyles, there is a white fox and a black fox figure perched way up high, overlooking the city. When you open the doors, it is, I'm going to say it's probably around noon at this point. Inside the church, it's just beautifully decorated. There's stained glass windows. It details some of the history of Valborough. You see an image of a pirate, and the pirate is standing in front of what looks like a large portal and is welcoming a bunch of creatures out into a wooden forested land. And you see this pirate shaking hands with what looks like a human, and you just recognize this as the coming of Valborough. This is an obscured piece. Anybody who is not a visible person would be able to see that that pirate is actually a tabaxi. You go down to the basement. Down there is a lot of people who have been displaced from their homes as a part of the zombie attacks. While you may have saved people from the zombieism, you didn't save property damage. You didn't save people who perished from physical means, such as getting shot. So there is still some displaced peoples, orphans. It seems like a lot of those people have gathered here in the basement of the church to either find shelter or to find companionship and comfort. You see your mom and your dad are standing off in a corner of the room. They are wearing ceremonial garb of the one below all, and they're both just like drinking some juice and standing over there, and they see you. And they get really happy and excited and walk over. Your dad puts a hand on your shoulder and says, hey, bud, I'm really glad you got out of the hospital. We were really worried about you. How are you feeling?
Banged up. It was not the most gentle of occasions.
A little curious. Why were you even up on a roof? We thought you were coming home. What happened?
I mean, you guys seem like you've been dealing enough with the stuff around town lately. I got introduced to those problems real fast.
Well,
Yeah.
it seems like the one below all protected you.
Praise be.
Praise be.
Mm-hmm.
They do a little hand symbol. I don't know. What would a fox symbol be? They do this. A little bow. For the people who are listening to this as a podcast, we're doing thumbs to middle and ring finger with the other two fingers up like little fox heads, and then a little bow. Yeah. Both hands. Praise be.
It's pretty good.
Your mom gives you 2 kisses on the cheek and says, I should really start getting lunch prepared. I've been really involved in the community and trying to get people up on their feet, and it's been keeping me really busy. I love you, son. I'm really glad you're okay, and I'm really glad you're home. Actually, since you're gonna be home, just quickly before I get some stuff set up, we could really use your help around here on Sundays for some Sunday school classes, if you wouldn't mind. We got a lot more people than we're used to. Would you mind helping out even just for a couple weeks or months?
Absolutely. However I can be of help around here. Although I am curious, why didn't you guys tell me you were living here now?
Your dad said he was going to. He thought I was going to. We were kind of preoccupied with some community events that were happening. Your dad was practicing a sermon. It all works out, praise be.
I guess. I feel like I should have known that before I got to the old house and found Grim there, but I guess it doesn't matter in the end. That's fair.
I mean, you're here now, and now all of those wonderful young minds can be shaped by your mind for the future. We look forward to your Sunday class teachings. Praise be.
Praise be.
And she runs off to the kitchen and starts cooking. Your dad, his hand's still on your shoulder and his grip tightens a little bit. So, what happened with being a lawyer, son?
It is not my fault. I'm certain about that.
You see his eyes narrowed a little slits and his eyebrows raise up really high and he's, Go on.
I did my work. I did good. I was very, you know me, very organized, very put together. I don't know what happened. It was, I had beautiful stuff, very organized, very kept together, and then they got it, and then they used it, and it was a mess. It barely even looked like my work anymore. I don't know what happened.
Well.
And now I don't know what to do.
I can't presume to know too much about lawyering. I don't know if you were sabotaged. I don't know if you sabotaged yourself. Maybe your faith wasn't strong enough. Maybe we didn't send you to the right schools. Maybe this is my fault for even letting you do that in the first place. I can't say for sure, but I'm proud that you still went out there and tried, and I'm gonna support you. If you still want to pursue that, I think that's something that you should do. In the meanwhile, yeah, I talked with the owner down at Shortstop. He's willing to hire you on. It's a little bit of hours every week. He promised that you could have the Sundays off so that you could still be here for your Sunday school. I assumed you were going to say yes to your mom. The owner over there saying you can work there and get a little extra cash.
It'll keep me busy. It'll keep me going while I kind of figure out what next. I really appreciate that.
I do have one other bad piece of news. Lots of displaced children. We had to give them your room.
Oh.
Yeah. We put your bed in the storage closet.
Oh. Okay.
It's got a light and there's a mop bucket that you could probably shower in.
Is there not a shower anywhere in this facility?
It is very crowded. There will be a long wait, or if you use the mop bucket and mop sink,
Dad.
Son, I'm trying, okay? There's so much happening.
Okay, we'll figure it out. We'll make it work. What's waiting, half an hour or something for a shower?
I had a tiny little halfling girl come up to me and say that her dad died, tried to kill her. Her mom shot him in the head and then shot herself. She came to me covered in blood. I had to clean up that blood. And she said, all I want is a place to sleep.
Damn.
Son,
That's
messed up,
so
okay?
much. That's
Yes,
so much.
It's a lot.
Hey, do you need a hug?
Gives you the
Yeah.
biggest bugbear hug. Not just a bear hug, a bugbear hug.
Bugbear hug.
He says, I'm sorry that you have to sleep in the storage closet.
No,
You
it's
deserve
okay.
better.
I'll make it work.
He shows you.
I'm so enamored of the fact that his dad is like, it's got a light.
I know.
He shows you the storage closet. Your bed is crammed into a corner. If you lay down in the bed, your knees are bent. You do not fit at all.
Hey, the bed's horizontal. That's better than I thought it was going to be.
There is a steady drip from the mop sink. Your dad really tightens the handle. It stops and then starts briefly, and the light has like a droning sound to it, and it flickers just randomly, and it smells like chlorine. And he pats you on the shoulder and he says, "At least there's a roof above your head. Praise be."
Praise be. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate it.
All right, son. I should probably get ready for tonight's sermon.
Sounds good. Question for you.
Yeah.
Where are you and Mom staying? Like within this area?
We've been sleeping in the pews.
Never mind. I was gonna ask, like, I've got suitcases. I was gonna ask if there was somewhere I could maybe keep those outside of here. But I'll make it work. I'll make it work. Pillows.
Your dad stands on the bed and uses his long bugbear arm to it's like a drop ceiling. He pushes the drop ceiling up and he says, "There's a little room up there for your bags if you need."
Oh, no, that's perfect. That's perfect. Thank you.
There might be spiders. Careful.
Is most living in an airplane bathroom?
Oh.
And you settle into your bed and to the droning sound of the light and the drip 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 of the mop bucket sink. And we cut over to David. David, you're the last one that Grim drops off. He gives you a curt little nod and says, a fun little adventure. Hopefully we get to go on another one soon.
You want all that to happen more than once.
It was better than the humdrum of life. It's been a lonely couple of years.
I almost turned into a zombie.
So did I.
And so did everyone else.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying this as if it's not a good thing. But
Nope.
anyways.
Nope. Well, anyway. Have a good night, dude.
It does beat an... Oh, okay, good night.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say... What?
Huh?
What were you going to say?
Oh, sorry, I'm already driving down the road.
What were... Okay.
As he drives, candy bar wrappers go flying out his window.
I pick one up and I suspiciously and take it with me.
It's not a winner.
That's not what I'm suspicious about.
And you're on your porch, and you remember now that your parents had just out of the blue texted you telling you that you have a new little brother. As you're standing outside, you hear the sound of a child giggling, like a 6 or 7-year-old kid just laughing, and you hear that they are playing some sort of game with your parents inside.
I take a deep breath and then I walk in.
You open the door and you see your dad, Randy, who is a GIF, the same species as Lieutenant Poop. And he's just laying flat on the ground, and you see a 7-year-old kid who's just jumping on his stomach like it's a trampoline and just madly giggling about it. Your other dad, Richard, is sitting in a chair. He's holding a beer bottle. He's a little tiny fairy. He's wearing a white stained tank top, and he's sitting there and he's like, Joe, leave your dad alone. Joe, come on. And Joe's just madly giggling. They don't see you just yet.
Hello, I'm home.
Joe stops bouncing very suddenly and just kind of like on his stomach just bounces to a stop, turns and looks at you, and his eyes grow wide. And he goes, are you my big brother?
I am.
He comes running up to you and just wraps his arms around your legs and gives you a huge hug.
Hey, what's up? What's up, bud? What the fuck? How do I talk to children? Oh God, I don't know how to do this. Hey, dads, what's up?
They're both just sitting there. Your one dad, Richard, he sits up. Yeah, this is Joe. Hey Joe, why don't you go out to the garage for a little bit? We want to talk to David for a second.
Yeah, it's
Joe,
my turn to bounce up and down on Dad's belly.
Joe goes, it's funny if you put your toe in the belly button because it tickles him and it makes him extra jiggly. And then he runs off to the garage.
That was the weirdest thing I've ever heard someone say to me. Okay.
It's fucking weird, dude. Your dad sit you down and they go, yeah, sorry to spring Joe on you.
No, not even that. Are you two okay? Like, the zombie thing was happening.
What?
You don't know the zombie thing was happening. Did we talk? I don't even remember if we talked to each other.
I was watching MASH on the PVR all weekend.
Okay.
What are you talking about? Zombies?
Okay, you clearly don't know. Outside of here, the whole town, people were turning into zombie monsters, but me and my friends stopped it, and you two seem like you're all good. So
is this like your
nothing
ghost
to worry
thing?
about?
Is this like your ghost thing?
It has something to do with my ghost thing, yes.
You left home to become a Ghostbuster, and
yes.
now
I'm doing that.
Now you come back and zombies?
Yeah, you know what? You don't have to thank me. I'm just asking you to believe me that it happened. I wouldn't lie about that. I don't think I have the capability to make up a lie as stupid as that is. It happened, and you're all good. Tell me about Joe.
This is Randy, who's razzing you a bunch. He's the fairy one. Your other dad goes, hey, lay off him. Yes, I'm sure the zombies were real, and I'm sure you saved everyone, and I'm very proud of you, my son.
For fuck's sake. It doesn't sound like you believe me. It just sounds like you're saying what you think I think you want to hear. That even sounds more so like it.
Yeah, that's exactly what your other dad's doing. I believe him. No, he's full of it.
It's fine. You guys don't have to believe me at all. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Anyways, you're both fine. No one else is dead. My friend's dad almost died, but that could have happened to you, and that would have been fucked up. Sorry, that would have been messed up.
So speaking of dads dying, maybe don't bring up parent death in front of Joe.
Okay, is that? Yeah, let's talk about that. Like, was he an orphan? Is that what happened to his parents?
He was leaving a movie theater. His mom and dad got robbed at gunpoint. They got shot and killed.
I think I know. Did the person try and grab the mom's pearls? Did they go everywhere?
Yeah.
Did they fall on the floor?
Happened. Yeah.
Did the guy laugh like a clown?
I don't know.
Oh wait, no, I forgot that's not actually what happened. It was just implied. Never mind.
Yeah, so
me trying to flex my superhero knowledge when I don't know shit. Anyways.
Did he perhaps say, did you ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
How did you know all of that? That was oddly specific for you to know.
I got these like brain blast kind of things going on. Sometimes I see things. You know, I've been clearly doing it all my life. That's why you thought the zombie thing was just the usual bullshit I'm talking about.
Your dads share a knowing look. They look at each other and they just raise their eyebrows at each other, and they both nod at each other a little, just like a subtle nod. As they're doing this nod, you hear the sounds of wheels on hardwood. And when you turn around, Joe comes back into the room, and
my God,
he's
got a fucking
wearing
motorcycle.
no, he's wearing little wheelies. You know those shoes
Oh,
that have the
okay.
wheels in them? And David, these were
Heelys.
They're called
Heelys.
Heelys, you Philistine.
He's wearing Heelys, and David, you recognize these as one of your first little experiment things that you put together. And he's riding them down the hallway. He's eating a bag of candy as he's doing it. And he comes up and he's like, I have been hanging out in the garage, and I
Uh-huh.
saw all of the really cool stuff that you've been making. Can you teach me how to make cool stuff too?
Oh my God, I would yeah. Can I swear in front of him? Is that okay?
Both your dads look at you like you're insane and go, no.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought it would be cool. I don't know.
Your
Yeah,
brother
hey,
goes,
yeah,
"Oh,
bud.
you almost said fuck. He almost said fuck." And your parents look
I
at you
don't
like, what
know.
did you do?
I didn't do anything. Hey,
Dad, other dad,
I
he
know
almost
you.
said fuck.
I know you're Joe. Do you know what my name is?
Yeah, you're David. You're my big
Okay.
brother. I'm really
Wow,
excited to
that's
meet you.
okay. I'm excited to meet you too. I was a little scared at first, but I think everything's pretty fine now. By the way, those roller blades you're wearing, they used to shoot fire out the back, but then my feet caught on fire, so I took that thing out. Now they're just normal roller skates. Isn't that cool?
That's so cool. What else have you made?
Oh my God. Okay. I look back at my dad's. Are they just like,
Your one dad has turned on MASH and is already watching it. And your other dad has fallen asleep on the floor.
yeah, that checks out. You know what? Hey, come with me. Come with me. Do you know what a zombie is?
He's like, yeah, they
Cool.
eat people.
Yeah, they do. I just like stopped a bunch of zombies from trying to kill everybody, and our dads, oh God, that's gonna take some getting used to. Our dads don't believe it. They don't believe in a lot of cool shit, but there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff around us. Okay, my best friend is a freaking bugbear. Do you know what that is?
He nods. He reaches down and he touches the roller skates, and you hear your own voice recording come out of the skates going,
my best friend is a freaking bugbear. Do you know what that is? Did you put one of my voice recorders into the skates?
He's like, no, I know how to do, well, I call it magical tinkering.
Oh my God. Hang on. Do our dads know that you can do this?
I don't think so.
I kneel down and I just look at him. I'm like, can I do like an arcana or like a magic check or something on him?
Sure, roll Arcana.
I'm gonna use heroic inspiration. Can I use heroic inspiration?
Yes, you can.
Well, one is 3 and the other is 17 plus 5, so 22.
You look him deep in the eyes, and you see a spark behind his eye. You recognize that he has a similar spark as you. You take his hand, and you feel he is able to use like a weak version of shocking grasp. It's almost like a little bit of an electrical buzz. You recognize that he is essentially a baby artificer.
Oh my God. Bud, how about you keep this between the two of us, okay? I think
secret.
you and I are
Okay.
very similar. What?
Big brother's secret. Okay, I'll keep it.
Yeah, big brother, bro, secret bros.
Secret bros.
Yeah, shh, it's a secret. Okay, so we're not gonna chant it aloud. All right.
Okay, I won't chant loudly.
Now,
about our secret.
I'll show you all my cool shit. Also, I can't not swear around anybody. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
You're gonna hear me swear. Just don't swear in front of our dads, okay?
Okay. I can swear around you?
Yeah.
Fuck shit balls.
Okay. Hey, you want to hear a real cool swear that you should never say?
Yes. Yes,
No,
I do.
I'm not gonna do that.
No, do it. You can't. Don't tease me.
Every day I'll tell you a different letter. The first
What's the
letter
first
is
letter?
C.
First letter C?
Yeah.
Is it cunt?
How do you know that?
My dad called my mom that once.
Oh my God. You know what?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Cut. And he goes walking and goes singing that word all the way down into the garage.
Okay, well.
As he goes to the garage, your phone starts to ring. You see that it is Bentley, the Warforged, who used to be your fuck buddy in high school.
Hey, bro, what up?
Hey, dude. I had a friend who was at the said he saw you at the hospital. Are you back in town?
Oh my god, I guess I literally haven't told anybody. Yeah. Sorry. I've been back for like a day or two. There was just a problem with monsters, just taking care of business. But yeah, I just got home. I was about to like follow up with like my friends and stuff. I just found out I have a new little brother, so that's fucked. What's new with you? What's concerning?
Well, I mean, I'm a mechanic now. I'm running my own shop. It's kind of cool, I guess. What are you doing for work?
I'm a detective.
Huh, what happened to being like a Ghostbuster or something? You wanted to like
Oh no, it's the same thing. Yeah, that's the same thing. I'm investigating weird shit and then I'm busting ghosts.
How's that going?
Did you know about the zombie thing that was just happening in the town?
Yeah, of course. I locked myself in the shop for like a few days. It blew over.
Okay, that's good. Not to sound like it's a brag, I kind of helped stop that thing from happening.
Uh-huh.
Okay, why the fuck is no one believing me? Was I that bad at doing this? I mean, I was bad at doing this before. But you know what? Cool. I don't care. I don't care if anyone believes me. I did a good job.
He should make a persuasion check.
I'm going to roll for persuasion, which is a +2. Oh, 9.
Okay.
That's almost 10.
David, listen, man. Is this like when you're in high school and you said you caught a ghost in a vacuum cleaner and that you had sex with a ghost?
I mean, I definitely had sex with a ghost, but you know what? I don't care. Doesn't matter. My parents don't believe me. My new little brother, he does believe me, so that's fine. Me and my friends, we're awesome, and I don't give a fuck.
I got 2 questions for you. The guy who was helped me out at the shop, he died in the whole zombie thing. It's really sad. It's fucked up.
Oh, shit, bro.
I'm shorthanded here. If you need some extra cash, I figured I would reach out. I know you're good around mechanics and shit like that. If you want some extra coin.
Yeah, absolutely. The way I'm doing this like ghost busting thing, I just found out I'm not going to get paid for it unless I get given a job for it. So any extra would be great.
All right. Cool.
Cool.
So second thing, Bruce. You remember Bruce, the half orc?
Okay, yeah.
We once all fucked in a shower.
Yeah,
at camp.
That was good.
Yeah, he's coming over tonight. You want to come too?
Hey Joe, I'm gonna go out for a little bit.
What?
You keep playing with dads. Something came up. Some business.
Hello, tiny son. I'm about to get railed in the shower.
He comes back into the room and he goes, "If it's business that you're doing, it must be the most important thing ever."
You have no idea. I'm about to go get a job. I didn't mean it like that. I'm so sorry.
Are you what was it called? A head
ceremony.
You're gonna go to head ceremony?
Yeah, it wasn't my idea in the first place.
2 months go by. Sorry, Mercy. Your dad goes for his first day at the factory. And he's going to he works for a first month, comes home, he's looking pretty haggard, pretty tired. He does bring a bunch of chocolate bars for you guys. Unfortunately, no winners amongst the bunch. And then he goes back for his second month.
Way to aim for the middle, Dad.
David, Joe has a phone that he builds himself, but he quickly gets some restrictions on it, so he's only using it for contacting family and watching videos all day. You find him asleep in the workshop, and he's watching YouTube videos on how to fix car engines, and you hear him murmur, "Did I do a good job, David?" Really
Wait,
cute.
he's saying that in his sleep?
He's saying that in his sleep. He's just wanting to make you proud. He's trying to learn.
God, I swear to God.
Super wholesome, super cute.
I'm gonna attack Christian the next time I see him.
How dare you make me care about a child?
Introduce him just to kill him?
What? Mose, Let me say what happens. Mose, you're at the grocery store and you've noticed lots of people are coming in to buy Monsieur Musketeer's candy shop candy products, and it's really hard to keep it on the shelves.
One at a time.
Mercy, you
Animals.
start to hear more and more about the potential new mayor and the upcoming election, and how it's your old rival / frenemy Sarah Phim who is the favorite to win.
That bitch must be stopped. Y'all remember how she treated I text the group. You'll hear Sarah Phim is running for mayor. This bitch must be stopped. I'm starting a new campaign, Mercy for Mayor.
Yeah? We're sure?
No, we're not sure, Mose.
We can, like, denounce her campaign while also not running ourselves.
What's she ever done? We stopped a zombie apocalypse. I figured, like, that's a pretty good platform. Mose for mayor. How about that? That's got a ring to it.
Absolutely not.
Mose, you're in Sunday school. You've been leading it for the last couple months. All of a sudden, one of the kids goes missing, doesn't show up, and you hear some whispers that something's happened to this kid.
Can I try and, like, investigate some of these rumors a little more?
Very soon, yes. You all have been working, so you do get a lot of gold. Mose, you have been earning 200 gold a week. It's been 2 months, so you get 1,600 gold.
Oh my god.
1,600 gold. And your knees are really starting to hurt because your closet is so cramped that you cannot stretch out properly.
My knees hurt after I met up with my friends again.
No!
Jesus Christ.
David, you start working as a mechanic. Mechanics actually have a pretty good income. Your parents aren't making you
working on those pipes.
Yeah. Working day and working night. You're earning 300 gold a week. So you end up getting 2,400 gold.
Oh.
However, Joe is sleeping in your room. There's nowhere else for you to sleep, so you've been sleeping in the cold garage. The couch has a spring that digs into your back, and it's starting to get cold outside, so it's brutal in there. You've got a space heater going, but it doesn't seem to do very much. Mercy, you've been earning 300 gold, but you have been paying rent, so you do get 1,700 gold. However, every night your brother is blasting loud music and you can't get a good night's sleep.
And that's on top of the 500 that we made from our good deeds.
Exactly. You wanted to do some investigation, correct?
Yes, into the missing child.
What would you like to do?
The rumors, I assume, are coming from some of the other kids?
Yeah, you hear something about how the kid was going to go explore in the forest, and then he just didn't show up one day to Sunday school. He didn't come home, and the police have been notified. There is a missing persons report that's gone out. You did talk with your parents about it. They did come in and question you as well. This is just the regular CPP though.
I assume I know this kid, right?
Yes, you do.
I would know. Does he have, like, or do they have any, like, are they, like, friends with any of the other kids in the church area?
Presumably, yes. This kid's name is John.
Can I try and, like, stand nearby some of, like, the people that I know John was friends with to see if I can, like, gather a little more, like, eavesdrop on some of their conversations, see if I can pick up a little more info on, like, maybe why he was going out to the forest, what was going on, if there's anything else of note, you know. Investigatory things.
Roll me stealth first to see how close you can get to them without them noticing their awkward teacher trying to listen in on their conversation.
Well, good news. I'm bad at stealth. Oh, that's good, actually. That's a 17.
That is good.
I just rolled a general perception for the group. They don't notice you get up close enough to hear what they're saying. One of them goes, "Oh, maybe he bumped into the creepy guy that lives out in the woods." And then they notice that you're listening to them talk, and they kind of like scamper away from you. Your phones all light up, and it's a group call from Lieutenant Poop. And he goes, hey guys, I've got a gig for y'all if y'all are interested. A lot of the police have been busy with some other stuff, and I've got Taylor Fritz looking into the hook thing still, so I could use your help. Kids have been going missing at an alarming rate. We actually think that it might have to do with the candy shop.
I fucking knew it. I pulled the wrapper out that I took off the ground. It's fucking yeah.
Yeah. Today, the draw is happening today. All of the winners have been found, and they're all meeting over at the factory. Well, a lot of the disappearances, we've noticed the candy wrappers. It might be nothing. It might be something. I'm hoping you guys can go and check it out. Now, I'm not just gonna let you go away with this. If you go over and check it out for me, even if nothing happens, I'll give you all 500 gold easy, just for taking that off my plate. If you can find out what the source is and stop it, I'm gonna give you guys an additional 2,000 gold. And I have a place that you all can live for free for a year.
Is this a scam call? What's going on here?
This is Lieutenant Poop. Every single week for the last 2 months, a child has gone missing. It's been consistent and disturbing, and we keep finding these candy bar wrappers. It could be nothing. It could just be that, it's popular contest going on right now. Or it could be something a little more sinister.
I'm kicking down every door in the house to make sure Joe is still there.
Joe is not in the house.
I'm already running out the front door.
Can I check to make sure my younger brother is still there?
Your younger brother is loudly playing Linkin Park and is blaring on the drum set. Your dad's currently at work.
How long has he been at work?
He's been at work about 3 weeks right now.
He does not come home?
He only comes home 1 week. So he works 4 weeks. He comes home for a week.
Okay. So we're about a week away from him coming home.
Yeah. One other little piece of information. I did recruit another member. His name is Robert Morgan. I sent him last night out to investigate the candy shop, and I haven't heard from him. I tried to get in contact with Taylor. He didn't answer this group call, so maybe if you guys see him, maybe let him know or see if he knows anything that's happened with his dad.
How long has Officer Morgan been missing?
Just since last night, but it's a little weird that he didn't check in. I sent him to go check it out, and then just didn't hear back from him.
Hey guys, I'm starting to suspect that Taylor's dad isn't a very good cop.
I've already hung up the phone. I'm already trying to call Joe's phone while I'm running down the street towards the police station.
Yep, you run past both your dads, who look up at you very confused, and they go, what's going on?
Joe's fucking missing, and we just got reports of kids being missing. I'm gonna go fucking find Joe.
You go running down the street. You're peeling off towards where Monsieur Musketeer's candy shop is. Mercy, do you start heading that way as well?
Yeah, yes. Mercy is going to give Grim a call and make sure that there's no bodies that need dissecting or whatever it is we do there. And Mercy is not very good at her job. And presumably there aren't any murdered kids there.
No, you have not seen any murdered children. Grim says, "Oh, you're doing a job for Lieutenant Poop? Yeah. If you need any dead bodies to talk to you, let me know."
Wait, you just have sorry, Grim, real quick. You just have a stash of dead bodies just waiting?
No. If you find any, if you need any help, yeah, just let me know.
Oh yeah. Thanks, Grim. You're the best.
Yeah, no problem. Mose, do you start heading there as well?
Yeah.
Mercy, you probably jump in.
No, I take his hearse.
You're leaving from work? You just steal the hearse.
Oh my god.
You steal the hearse, you go peeling down the road.
I asked him specifically if there was anything going on.
Just go, yes, I'm glad I went shopping. Hopefully she brings my car back. As you're driving, you pass by Mose and David. You stop and pick him up. Or you just keep driving past them?
I do a bootlegger's reverse and open the back of the hearse. Climb in, assholes. We got a mystery to resolve.
I gotta look this up now.
A bootlegger's reverse is where you literally where you drive, you slam on the brakes, turn around, so you're still going in the opposite direction, but you're in the wrong way.
Okay. Do you guys try and jump in the moving car?
Fuck yeah, I've always wanted to do that.
In no world.
Okay, David, can you give me a dexterity saving throw? Mose, can you give me a dexterity saving throw to jump out of the way?
I'd like to use my heroic inspiration.
What'd you get, David?
Got a fucking 20.
My inspiration literally made it worse, but it's
used. Oh gosh.
It's an 8.
An 8, David, you jump and hike and go super straight and land like a dead body in the back of the hearse. without any damage. Mose, you go to try and jump out of the way. Instead, you just fucking just on the ground on the other side of the hearse and take a single d6 of damage.
I have a little faux leather
Take 3
fantasy
damage.
like dice bag, and I rolled it. It bounced on top of the bag and landed right on the top.
You
Holy
get up
shit.
and crawl into the passenger seat. I'm presuming Mercy probably stopped after
Yeah.
she ran you over.
I would appreciate it if you didn't tell Grim that I did that. This
Oh my
car is
God.
not really designed to do any of that.
My thing was so good, and
Really?
his thing was so bad.
There's a huge cyan-colored dent in the side of the white hearse.
Oh my God.
Why is the dent my color?
It's, your hair rubbed off on it. I don't know. And then you guys go peeling down the road. It's just or however her sounds when it drives fast. David, Joe answers your phone call. He doesn't answer phone calls, but he answers it on like a video chat. And he looks ecstatic. He's walking really quick. David, you'll never guess it. You'll never guess what. I won one of the silver vouchers. I won. I'm gonna go get a tour of the candy shop. Isn't that the coolest?
Joe, do you trust me?
I can't hear you. What are you? What?
Fuck's sake.
As he's trying to play with the phone, you see the phone shuffle down, and you see your dad, Richard, holding him by the hand and starting to like walk with him. And the video's getting choppy, and you see a brief flash frame of your dad with red eyes, and then the video call ends.
God.
Now,
Did I
just
pass by both my dads before when I was driving or running down the street?
Yes.
Oh my God.
So whoever is with Joe right now is not your dad, or is your dad, and the person at home was not your dad, but one of those is more likely than the other.
Well, yeah, one of them is red eyes. Turns out my little brother is being led around by possibly an evil demon masquerading as one of my fathers. I pull out my crossbow. Looks like I'm gonna have to fuck some shit up today.
Mercy flips down her sunglasses.
You guys
Guns it.
Sorry, Christian, go ahead.
It's okay. You guys drive down a large dirt road through the forest. It's common knowledge where the candy shop is. It's a really, really large factory. It was very popular back in the day. You guys have all heard of Monsieur Musketeer from when you were kids. He is a common figure. His like cartoon visage is on all of his candy bar wrappers. He is a hobgoblin. And he's just a friendly guy. He wears a purple top hat. He always has a little like cane with him. And he was well known around Valborough for his fun attitude. You guys approach a large crowd of people that is slowly beginning to disperse. You have to get out of the car to keep pushing forward. You guys push forward through this crowd, shoving past people. You get to the front of the gate, just enough time to see up past a long path filled with lots of leaf-cut animals, the door to the gigantic mansion where the factory is. You get there just in time to see Monsieur Musketeer close the doors. And that's where we'll end the session.
We were surrounded by horror movies, and then you're like, no, Willy Wonka.
Yeah, have you seen Willy Wonka? There's like the Gene Wilder version. It's
Yeah.
there's a lot of horrible shit going on in there.
I'm
I don't know.
aware.
I got pretty spooked by the Tim Burton version as a kid.
There is no earthly way of knowing which direction we are going.
All right,
Nope,
so
sorry.
we need that inspirational speech now. You got 2 minutes.
I got 2 minutes max.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I've been taking notes because I figured this was gonna happen. Listen, kids, stay in school and don't do drugs. Otherwise, you'll wind up as a 30-something playing make-believe on the internet for strangers that don't exist with your wife's boss. If there is nothing else you take away from this podcast, let it be that stay in school and maybe do the occasional drug. It's fine. They're great.
Hey everybody, thank you for watching the Dump Stat. We do stream this live on Twitch at Dragon_Teacup. We stream the Valborough one on the first Wednesday of every month. And we also have been streaming a level 20 campaign called Daphlina, which is just Phandalin anagrammed. The second episode did get postponed, but we are going to be filming it this Saturday, October, I believe it's the 12th. So make sure you come and check us out there. We are also on Instagram and TikTok. Thank you very much for all the support. Make sure you're liking, following, sharing, showing it with people who like this sort of stuff. And we will see you again in episode 6. Bye.